Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you're watching this, welcome to the Obsession Beast Parent Education Level 1 course. This is, in fact, the introduction. I am your host, Kyle Wilson. I'll explain more about me shortly before we get into the actual presentation. That'll be in Class 1. I don't want to give you too much information now because I think that's part of Class 1, but the point is, this is your introduction to the course. Now, we want to go through very briefly what is the objective of this class. And that's a great question. What I have found through my experience is that most parents, and this in fact was my parents, they didn't have a clue of how to navigate the youth soccer system, how hectic it gets, what are the best practices to use, how do you find a coach, how do you identify what's the best paths, how many leagues are there, what league should your child play in, anything and everything you'll find in this course. Now, just for reference, and to be quite clear, there are going to be at least 2 courses. So this is the level 1, this is the first level, and then there's going to be a level 2, which will be way more detailed, which you'll find out here shortly, and I'll explain in a second. But that is the objective, to provide you the ideas, the principles, the philosophies to navigate the youth soccer system, with the ultimate goal of you as a parent, or parents if it's a group, becoming and entering the group of 3% parents. Now, when I say 3% parents, this means not 97%, which is everybody else. I'm talking about the 3% that want to have the blueprint to be successful in the long run. And that is, as you can see, a minority of the parents in the country. Because unfortunately, like I said, the other 97% haven't played the game at a high level, haven't navigated the system beyond maybe high school or even club soccer if they participated. So they've never played like college or pro, and they don't know how it works. So with you becoming a 3% parent and following the blueprint of this course, you're going to have way more information, way more knowledge, and will help you make better decisions when it comes to your child's development, education. And when I mean education, I'm talking about footballing education and obviously developing as a person, preparedness for hopefully getting to the next level if that's their goal, and then obviously the experience piece that puts it all together. And that's what this whole thing is for. Now, course number 2 is going to focus on being a 1% parent, and that is way more detailed. So like this level 1 course is like the overview, the structure, the foundation, the principles. The next course, the level 2, is the 1%, and this is the nitty gritty. And it's much harder, in my opinion, to go from 3% to 1% compared from 97 to 3%, if that makes sense. I want to say that one more time. It's much easier to go from 97 to 3%, but that incremental increase from 3% to 1% is much harder to do with way more information, and it takes a lot of work because it's very hard to be a 1%. It's much easier to be a 3%. So get your notebook, get your popcorn, get your drink, whatever you need to do to sit down and relax, get through this course. And I think you're going to learn a lot. You're going to take a lot away from it. And my goal is obviously to educate you, but it's really to keep your attention, because you're giving me your most valuable resource, which is your time and attention. There's nothing more important to you. And I'm very thrilled that you're sharing this with me. And my goal every single class is to make sure I keep that for you. So we're going to be working very hard to do that. I think you're going to love what you find inside of this. And I think it will be completely game changing for parents that really want to take their game and help their child's game get to the next level. And that's what we're here to do with the Obsession Beast Parent Education Level 1 course. So without further ado, guys, let's jump into the first class. I'm super excited, and we will see you guys there momentarily.